I love to recycle things. We all know why we have to recycle. Something that we consume for a few minutes, an hour maybe, takes a long time to get rid of. Plastic bags, about 100 years. Bottles, 1,000 years. And the plastic bottle, well, just a very, very long time. This especially in a country such as ours, which is an archipelago, 7,100 islands. When the plastics and the bottles come in to the islands, there's very few reasons for it to go out. So either they bury it, or sometimes they just put it out into the sea and it just floats away. So one of the things that we were impassioned about is really recycling, but not recycling in the usual sense, but we were an NGO. We wanted to change the world in a big way, but really we just had little money. And so we were thinking, what are the small things, maybe those things that people don't look at, that maybe we can get hold of, begin a small NGO, and make the biggest things out of it, maybe even change the world. And you know, we had to look in the most, well, places that people won't look, just because maybe there could be a difference. And so that plastic bottle became our total focus. How can you change something so small into something so big? And so what we did with that plastic bottle is decided maybe a great big problem could actually be the biggest solution. So we got all the plastic bottles that we could out of the junkyard and basically got people to fill them up with soil. Well, actually, many people to fill many bottles of soil. And what we did is started finding ways to stack it up and build schools out of them. So something so small, but built by the community themselves, offer this impossible kind of solutions. Basically, what we wanted to do is not have everything pass through ourselves to change other people's lives, but maybe give them technologies that they can do themselves, which would make us obsolete. Another thing that we did is try to look for something that would be viral, something that would change everything for people that are living in darkness. Why darkness? Because in the developing world, most people live, true enough, in darkness. The houses are so close to next to each other that no light comes in. Even if you have a big window, people pass in front, so sometimes you close it with curtains. The roofs are so watertight because of the rains, or the intense amount of rains. So what we wanted to do is, we found out that most people actually could not pay the electricity bills. Paying for it in the morning and paying it for the evening just ended up with a big electricity bill that ended up electric companies cutting their supply. So we wanted something changed. If light is so important for education, for houses, for schools, what could we do with something that people have not thought of before? And so this is what we did with a simple bottle.
Itong lugar namin, Sitio Maligaydos, San Vicente, San Pedro, Laguna.
Siyempre, alam mo naman, ganitong lugar, squatter area, tabing release, dikit-dikit ang bahay.
Madilim talaga rito sa lugar ko na to.
Wala kami dito sa loob, lagi kami sa labas. Nadadapa kasi madilim, yung dadaan mo, hindi mo alam, may nakaharang.
Tutulog na lang ako, lailaw eh.
Ang tawag nila sa akin dito si Mang Dimi Solar. Napaliwanag ko yung mga bahay nila madilim. Bubutas ka ng yero, lalagay mo yung bote, lagyan mo siya ng sealant, bago lagyan mo siya ng tubig na mineral, lagyan ng sunrocks. Bago kabit mo sa bahay, lagyan sealant mo para hindi tumulo. Ganun lang kasimple yun. Dati yung ganito, tukadilim nung bago pagkabitan. Ngayon, nung kapitan ko na, ito na ang liwanag niya. Yan ang liwanag.
Pumili po ako kasi bote lang, tubig. Maliwanag na yung bahay mo.
Umaba yung ano ko, binayaran ko ngayon. Simula nung makabitan ako dito. At saka itong solar bottle bulb na to, hindi mainit.
Dahil sa buti na yan, sa solar na buti na yan, gumanda ang araw namin.
Ang nalagyan na namin ito ay bali 643. Gusto nga namin tuloy-tuloy para marami nga matulungan mga tao rin na yung maliwanagan mga bahay nilang madidilim.
Parang katulad na rin ng bumbilya. Dati natin nakakalimutan at pakinabangan na ngayon. Maliwanag na sa bahay namin!
The 3 rules we follow are this. First of all, it must be found in any of the poorest communities. Yes, solar energy is available, but solar panels, windmills, these are things that, 90%, if not 99% of the poorest will never be able to have a benefit from. So something from the grassroots, instead of coming from top down, something that the population themselves can build. Second, it must be built by even simple carpentry skills. And the third one, it must be a business. This man, Demi Bukas, is only one man, but he has produced 8,000 solar bottles, changing his whole community. That is the power of simple. He goes around selling solar bottles. He makes it for about $1 and plus to install it for everything for about $1. It's easy to assemble. We use people that are unemployed, and they become the next green jobs, but in the thousands. We have covered 20 cities replicating this, and we're going to hit about 200,000 solar bottles. What does it mean? At $10 of savings a month, you're looking at 2 million and 24 million in savings for the poorest of the poor, something that can be used for nutrition, for books for schools, and other things that are essential that are going into burning electricity. Simple. Water, as it goes through the bottle, refracts and lights up a 35 square meter room. The brighter you want it, the more plastic bottles. 55 watts, 60 watts. Women in stores get to save and put more in inventory, make more money. The changes are from dark to day, but it lasts about 10 years. Once you install it, $1 lasts for 10 years. And the best thing there is once you teach them, they will never go back into darkness. Bathrooms. The nice thing with white light, also for people that are working under these dark areas, is the fact that it also reacts with the body and produces vitamin D, making it healthier. We start out dark. People live in this kind of conditions, inhuman sometimes, but in 10 minutes, we brighten their world. Sometimes, we think about the big things right away, but really these are the domain of the few. But empowering people, something with human hands, not of trucks, not of multi-millions, but something simple in cents, not in dollars, might be really the way to change the world. Thank you.